Here we go. Second episode, and I need to get the video feedback. That won't take anything. All right. There we go. Everything is right where it should be. All right. Now to deal with the Black Knight. Yeah, I'm not falling for this. You should get in the VC, Dusk. I want to hear. Let's see, I've got about 745. What can I do with you? Let's see. I can buy one of those. Yeah. All right. Oh. Get the secret mission. Just got done out. I'll get comfy. Oh, cool. Useful. Yeah, looks like I'm not gonna get whatever the reward is. Well, at least they're letting me keep the red orbs I'm farming from this. I didn't find this one the first time now. Get them all? Oh, it's like no. Oh, the music stopped. Sounds like got them all. Do I at least get to keep the red orbs, though?
I forgot there's secret missions in this game. It's been so goddamn bad.
Oh, Dusk, you're there.
Yeah.
Well, hold up. I'm having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, you are?
Let me check. Let me check my settings because I'm having a hard time hearing you, dude.
That's weird.
Okay, try saying something.
Something.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're coming through a lot better now.
That's good.
Alright, yeah. Yeah.
Similar to last time I tried Devil May Cry. The only thing most recent thing I've had any experience with.
Oh, shit. Okay, I think I've got the game sound too loud. Let's see if I can check the volume mixer.
Got jump scared by game audio.
Something like that. A little bit. Oof. Yeah, this is way too loud. You're not giving me an option, are you, game? Oh, here we go. No. That's not it either. I can never figure out how to... Outside of, like, actually just closing the game and starting it over, I could never figure this part out. Alright, I'm gonna have to start. Alright, yeah, guys, give me a minute. The game's gonna be too loud. A lot of I'm gonna be able to hear Dusk over it. I'm gonna have to close it and then start it back up. So, you said it's been a while since you started anything Devil May Cry?
Yeah, it's been quite a few years, maybe a couple decades. Like I said, the latest, or I touched anything to do with the franchise, more to do with Bayonetta than DMC.
Hmm. Yeah. Well. Yeah. I think the
Devil May Cry HD collection.
Okay, try talking now.
This is the first game you're playing, right?
Yep, you sound... Okay, good. I can hear you over the game. But yeah, it is the first one. We are playing the first one, yes. Because, you know... I'd actually never... Even though I actually do have a bit of a history with the franchise, but it's mostly... It's most to do with 3 and 4 than any of the other games.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. 4 was actually my entry point. And then I tried 3. They keep dangling this. They're saying, "Are you sure you don't want to do easy mode?" Yes, I'm very sure.
Yeah, this is bad during those years of gaming.
Yeah. Did you start back on the first? Did you start on the first one?
I actually have. It was either the first one or the second one I started off with, but I did actually play the first one regardless. And yeah, when you have the comparison between the first and second game, you can definitely understand people's problems with the second game.
Nah.
Not much so for the story, but just the gameplay.
Yeah, it's the second one's notorious for being kind of jank, right? Right? Like that's it. Like
It's just the fact that with how the second game is made, it gives more rewards for less interesting play styles than the flashy stuff that the rest of the franchise does. Inserts joke about guns here.
okay, so it's not that it plays. So it's not that it plays badly. It just plays way too differently.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, DMC is a combo style fighter type of game, and you don't really get rewarded for doing flashy combos like the other games do in the second game. The most effective way of playing the second game is just spam gun, really.
Okay, it's a bit. It's too mindless. Take that. Yeah. DMC 4, I remember, like, I liked it, but everyone's issue with it was that it was way too easy, and plus, that was how we... Plus, Nero kind of was in the driver's seat for, like, the first half, and all of Dante's stages were literally just retracing, seeing the steps.
Yeah, they try to do, like, a passing of the torch type of storyline, but people still love Dante too much for that to be a thing. It's like Dragon Ball Z all over again.
And then Ninja Theory tried their own take on the franchise.
Yeah, we all know how that went down.
Like, even the people...
Wind up being DMC in name only, really.
Yeah. And it's still not the low point of the franchise now.
Thanks to a certain anti-Apu individual.
Yeah.
I still cannot get over how the hell Castlevania quote-unquote anime went down.
It is just like... It's just how did we get here?
It's like the same people that try to take the not to get like religious / political in a fucking video game stream on a small channel, but it's like the same people that tried to take the Christianity out of Legend of Zelda, man. This is what the hell are we doing here?
Really? They took that. Although it doesn't. Although like everybody kind of likes the. It's pretty much loved Zelda since like ever.
And same thing with Castlevania and DMC.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember like this. God, I remember. I know that's not Ruben Langdon. I don't know that. I should know who that guy was.
You ever saw the death battle between Dante and Bayonetta?
I think so, yeah. Looks like that's a no. Looks like that's a no.
I remember watching that death battle. It's like, okay, come on, this is a fun thought experiment, and all, but we all know the two will end up just like start posing against one another in the middle of the fight, and then just start killing demons together.
Probably, yeah.
There's no way. It's like one of those situations where it's only death battle because they're forced by the writers to be in death battle, but realistically, they will not actually try to kill each other. They'll have too much fun.
True. Although, doesn't Bayonetta kill angels?
She does, but in the second game, she also starts fighting against she starts fighting against Hell to save her friend's soul. I've yet to play the third game, but I really, really want to go. I just love Bayonetta that much. Apparently, Bayonetta 3 is pretty controversial, though. Haven't really looked too deep into that mess because
Yeah, I think it's just mostly because of.
I just don't want to do research into it.
Yeah, it all seems to stem from what's her name, who voices Bayonetta.
Oh yeah, the original voice actress not being in the project.
Well, part of it, yeah.
I think like she even came out and said that she wasn't even like offered.
Oh god, yeah.
It's just because I did love the original voice actress for Bayonetta.
That's kind of related, but I remember, I think I don't know if this is true, but I remember hearing something to the effect of because Ruben Langdon did not get a casting call for the Netflix like show, for Devil May Cry, he quit voice acting altogether.
I could kind of see that because his career really got kick-started off with Dante.
Well, not only that, like he is, like he really has been. It's how do I compare him? I'm trying to think of someone who's like he's loved playing that character. He was basically made for that role. And look, nothing against Johnny on Bosch. I love the guy, but he's not Dante.
Oh. Is he the one that did
He did Nero.
Yeah, that's true. Is he the one that does Zuko?
No, that's Dante Bosco.
Yeah.
Different Dante. Totally.
Yeah, different Dante. I tell you, man, as much as I like art and the works of people, sometimes I never really like look more into the artists themselves. So a lot of
You are big on. You are very much separate art from the artist.
Yeah, I hardly ever associate artists with the art. It's unless it's something I'm exceptionally into and interested in. I really don't look further into the source material than like the creators and participants of the thing. So a lot of the times I get confused with like actual artists.
Oh no! Yes! I got him.
Oop.
The Black Knight.
Yeah, I see that. It's just that I'm watching the stream itself, so
Yeah, I know.
You talking and the visuals are out of sync.
Oh yeah, I know. I know. It was about the only way to keep things smooth.
Yeah, well, I don't blame you for it. So, like in your house, man, what's your opinion about Dante the character?
Oh my god, he is one of the best video game protagonists ever. Like,
You know, we're definitely living in an age of quote-unquote media literacy where things and characters get misinterpreted all the goddamn time.
like honestly, like if you are, you're no angel. But yeah, I mean, like when you are talking about greatest video game protagonists of all time, Dante should be in that conversation.
Mm-hmm. The goofball with depth.
Just
The class clown with a deeper meaning.
you know, a guy who could talk shit, back it up, and is And is actually a lot deeper than it lets on. Oh my god, cannot believe I pulled that off. Yeah. I will take you. But yeah. Speaking of, yeah, I mean, like, so far most of what I've experienced with DMC5 is just their cutscenes, but it does seem like they kind of wound up fixing, well, more like making good on what 4 tried to do. Oh, great, the cat's back. But yeah, like you said, like how 4 was supposed to be them having Dante hand the reins over to Nero. Seems like in 5 they've actually done that on that better.
Yeah, I would say 5. Like, you could debate whether or not 5 is mechanically better than the other games because, you know, like, people always have their gameplay preferences. But I'd say it definitely goes more onto the story than the other games do.
Yeah. I think 3 was the one that hit the right balance between story and mechanic. Damn. Killed me. And 3, oh my god. 3 was one of them. 3 was punishingly difficult.
I would say 5 is the only DMC game I know like the least about because I barely have any exposure to it outside maybe clips of other people playing it, especially VTubers that really got into Devil May Cry because like I'm definitely one of the ones that fell into the VTuber rabbit hole as I appreciate like how they interact with games they never really played before and get heavily invested into them because they typically mirror my enthusiasm with some game series, and that's really the only clips I've had any exposure to for 5 is like a bunch of VTubers playing Devil May Cry 5. I should actually look more into 5 as it were, because again, my only exposure to it is just gameplay clips and memes, really. It's by the time Devil May Cry 5 came out, I moved on to other game franchises, really.
Yeah, like I said, just based on what I've seen, it seems like what they tried to do with 4, they pulled off much better with 5. Better use that vital star. I did not know for the longest time, though, that Virgil was voiced by one of the guys from Power Rangers. Which I have to wonder, was casting Johnny Bosch as Nero sort of... Like, I have to wonder... Okay, probably not, but that's kind of cool because... Did you know that Johnny Bosch got his start in Power Rangers?
It definitely does sound familiar.
He was Adam, the second Black Ranger. The guy who does Virgil, Dan Southworth, I think. He was the Quantum Ranger in Time Force.
What's his name again?
Dan Southworth.
No, the Ranger.
The Quantum Ranger. I forgot his name.
Was it like Donnie Bosch?
Johnny Bosch. He was Adam.
Donnie.
He was Adam, the second Black Ranger. That was in the original Mighty Morphin. So yeah, it's just... I did not know I was on a timer for this.
Oh, he was also the voice of Vash in the English dub for Trigun.
Oh yeah, yeah, and also Ichigo in Bleach. That
I
was
used to like Bleach before they went to the Soul Society.
yeah. There's also Lelouch and Code Geass, Kiba and Wolf's Rain.
Oh god, Code Geass, that brings back memories.
Yeah, Johnny.
Oh my god, he was also Kiba and Wolf's Rain. Holy shit.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny. Johnny's got a. He was
love him.
also. He's got a lot of voice acting credits. I think he was also in the streamlined dub of Akira as Kaneda.
He was also Jonathan Joestar in Phantom Blood. Holy
Yep.
crap. The original JoJo.
Yep. The first JoJo. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I know there's a collectible in there. Why are you putting this gold shiny thing if you don't want me to grab it? Ugh.
Oh, he also played Yoon in Godzilla Singular Point. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, that's him. But yeah, he's got, like I said, Johnny has a lot of VA credits. It's
Yeah, the guy was active as fuck.
guy's gotten around. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Ruben and Dan. But yeah, Ruben and Dan Southworth, as far as I know, not as extensive careers as far as I know. Although now with what appeared to be implied with DMC5, I'm wondering if they're even going to continue what happens with Dante and Virgil anymore. But hey, everybody liked DMC5, so
Yeah, DMC5 is incredibly popular right now.
yeah. You know, and honestly, if that's at least the end for for the main series, I'd say that's a pretty good note to go out on.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, where am I supposed to? Okay, this is where I came in. You know, which one is best, girl, lady, or Trish?
That's a good question right there. Honestly, I actually do not know how to really answer that.
like them both for different reasons.
That's eventually, yeah. Like I really, really do like Lady for her impact in the story, but Trish is also a really solid choice because she's the only one that can really keep up with Dante, even though she still falls short, really. But it's like
Oh, that was out.
I don't even want to even think about Lady because I know she's in the anime and I've seen
Oh
some things
God.
involving
Oh God.
her anime interpretation, and I do not know how you can so grossly mischaracterize a character the way the anime does. Like the lady in the anime and lady in the game series are two completely different characters.
Yeah. Although that, although that medium chick in the Ninja Theory game was pretty good. Forgot her name, but it's like I kind of remember liking her.
Mm-hmm.
She's not Lady or Trish, but she was fine on her. But she was fine.
You know, do you have any opinions about any of the characterizations in the in Devil May Cry DMC?
Like I said, oh, oh yeah, oh man, what they did with, oh man, what they did with Dante, just
how did you feel about the white hair wig joke?
that was such a stupid joke. That was a bad joke. Honestly, though, I think, okay, I mean, like there were two things that really kind of that really hurt that game. One was the fact that they called it Devil May Cry. If it had been like any other game, I don't think people would have had as many issues with it because it was going so different. Like it was, like it was, like it just went so far off, far off what people expected from the series.
Mm-hmm.
Is that that it almost seemed like something that was completely alien, even though it kind of had the over the top combat and killing demons. It was doing stuff that didn't feel like a Devil May Cry game.
I think the gameplay itself was serviceable. It was just literally everything else about it. That was just not.
And I think like the lead dev, I think there was an interview where he was asked about what he thought of the fans' reaction to what they were doing, and his response was to just very nonchalantly say, "I don't care."
You're like, you know, I'm all for artists doing whatever they want, you know, outside of pressures from both fans and corporate meddlings, but it's just also at the same time, if you're going into a franchise that you weren't a part of originally and doing your own thing, it's just some things you do have to do, and that is actually caring about the fans of the thing you're working on.
Yeah. Shit, I'm dead. Yeah.
Because there is a point in time where a piece of art grows so much, so popular that even if you're the original artist of the thing, it kind of grows past you.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the curse of being successful.
Mm-hmm. Like what happened to Star Wars as it went on, especially after George got less and less involved with it.
Yeah.
And then there's all, but it's also kind of a case where it's like it drifted way too far in that case, though.
It always goes too far when they start disrespecting the original foundations of the works to do their own thing.
Well, I think that's just going to happen with something that's so long running. Like, you're just going to get people who are less and who are more and more removed from its roots.
I mean, we're talking about like a situation that's so bad that the corporation that bought it out literally decanonized all of the works that fans and other artists have done that became officially canon within that franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Just so that way you can have an excuse to still make use of the materials that the fans and the outside artists made. Just mix it all up in some gobbledygook jungle like junk feed, and then put it as your own creation, so you have to pay freaking royalties for it. Because like with Star Wars, if you've been like deep into the what's now Legends of Star Wars, and then you watch the sequel trilogy, you can immediately tell which series and what stories Disney literally ripped off to do their own thing.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, like I said, that's kind of a consequence of like what happens when when a work goes on for so long. Like, as more people come on, you also are just going to inevitably bring in people who've kind of more admired it from afar.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, admiring something from afar, there's nothing wrong with that, but but when you've kind of been there, like on the ground, been there and there at the beginning, there's a certain connection you build that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all. But then again, I mean, like, that doesn't, just because you've admired something from afar doesn't mean you can't, and also you can't also become part of something long running, like, there was...
Oh shit, Johnny Bosch was also in the Dot Hack games? Holy crap.
Like I said, he's gotten around a lot.
I was not expecting that. Oh my god, he was also in Star Wars The Old Republic. Oh, he was also Zero in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Man. Oh, he was also some voices in Armor Core 6.
Ah,
Nice.
crap, I'm dead again. Man, this guy is relentless. I said, round, he gets around. You'd have an easier time finding things he hasn't been in.
Yeah, really.
Let's check. I think it's a good time to check chat right now. Yeah, nothing really. Let's see, can I power up? No, I don't have enough red orbs to buy friggin' anything. So yeah, that's a no-go.
Money.
And Devil May Cry is sadistic in that way that every time you buy something, it gets more expensive.
And there's so much about this game series I freaking forgot about. It's been so long since I done anything with it.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been the case lately for a lot of things where a lot of shit I was just really into as a kid, but I haven't touched in decades, and now I just don't remember that much of it anymore.
And I actually remember also the original DMC anime that was done by Madhouse.
Oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like a 12-episode series. I mean, if you were a Devil May Cry fan, it was fine, but like anyone else, yeah, you could pretty much skip it. I think the worst thing was just how it handled the fight scenes, because it's like, you never got to see that anime didn't do fights the way the games did. Like, you never really got to see them very well. And which was weird because Madhouse usually does that stuff pretty well. Also, not to beat the dead horse of how much the Netflix one sucks, but man, how hacky was that? How hacky was that one joke with Virgil?
I have yet to watch it, so I'm not.
You don't need to. You don't need to. Okay, it goes. I think it's an episode he's in. Like the last scene, he says, "I am that storm," and then cut to credits.
Oh,
and
the one where they kept trying to do jokes that reference like the fifth game, even though they're in the storyline of the first game.
So
For no freaking reason.
He says, "I am that storm," and then cut to credits, and I am the storm. Bro, Jane. It's like, oh man, that is so hacky.
Is it also like the same kind of reference joke thing they keep trying to do, where they try to relate Devil Trigger, which is Nero's song, to Dante?
I would be, if they did that, I would be very surprised. Like, really? When Dante's already got his own theme?
And they kept trying to push freaking Green Day onto the thing.
I think they only did that in one episode, but it's like, it is like so like, it is just so bad. It's like, really? Although from what I hear,
Like
the show's
style of Green Day isn't even like anywhere close to Dante's usual style of music. I don't know why they made that choice.
From what I've also seen someone on Twitter say that, if anything, those really stupid moments are sort of overshadowing what the show's real problem is because they're what everybody talks about, and the real problem it has is that it's just boring. Like there are lore dumps for the exact same thing within the same episode. Like they'll just do exposition for stuff they already exposited on minutes ago. Jesus, how much HP does this guy have?
Yes.
Oh, I finally got him! Dude! Oh, man. God, Deki Kamiya's a sadist.
Well, what was your first clue about with that? Motherfucker regularly trash talks on Twitter all the time.
Don't talk to him in English or he'll block you.
Because I do love his games. But man, like social media does not do well with the guy.
I'm not sure he peoples well in general.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Because it's... Man, oh, I think I remember finding a photo of him and Hideo Kojima and this Hima together, and I remember Dylan saying, "The world's most intimidating man and the world's weirdest man."
Oh, you know that. Like, have you played any of the Bayonetta games?
No, I have not. I kind of missed out. I did not get the first one. They put the second one out as a Wii U exclusive, and
Well, I mean, it's understandable why the second one became a Wii U exclusive, to be perfectly honest, considering the developmental history of Bayonetta.
and I think the third one was another Nintendo exclusive too, wasn't it? Oh, great, him again. This guy doesn't give up.
This guy Sony/PlayStation wanted nothing to do with Bayonetta, and so the only people that were up for taking up the franchise was Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Microsoft passed on it too. Oh great, I gotta fight these guys if I want to get out. They are super annoying to fight. There we go. Okay, seriously, what is doing this? What is causing Dante to lose health? Oh. That's what. I'm supposed to take it again? Okay, no, that's not it. We're supposed to take this. Oh, Jesus. Okay, maybe there's something that can tell me what I'm supposed to do here. Oh! Turn to the bedroom. I know where to go. Alright, what do I... Okay, what do you go into? It's in the bedroom. I know that much. No. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Okay, well, where am I supposed to... That's nice, but what am I supposed to do with this freaking key? Oh. Huh, opens this... Another doorway. Man, some of these missions... Man, some of these missions you can blitz through, like, quickly.
Yeah, especially if you really know what you're doing.
Holy moly. Uh-oh. The night is back. Alright, how many did I get? 423, not enough to buy another vital star. Alright, let's see what I can do. Not enough to do anything with. Alright, so yeah. Nothing to do except maybe just keep going. Alright. Alright. Okay. Where are you? Supposed to fight you, right? Oh my god, not him again. Oh man, no! Oh my god, this guy. Oh man, I hate this guy so much.
Tell me how you really feel.
This guy made me burn through all of my original 4 yellow souls. Just because I could not. Because I could not for the life of me beat him.
Arachnid supremacy stays true.
I remain justified in hating arachnids. Like, I think the only way I beat him the first time was just through sheer luck. This guy just... Wait a minute. I just had a great idea.
I always find it interesting that this guy is basically like a cross between a spider and a scorpion.
I think he's like a cross between a tarantula. Oh god, yes, I can use that. I've got a way to beat him. I have a way to beat him. Okay, I don't even care that he got me this time. Now I've figured it. Now I've figured something out. Every time he lands on top of that glass ceiling, he shatters it a little bit more and more. If I can trick him into jumping onto it enough times, he might actually just fall through it.
You know what's a order of arachnids that's very underutilized and I think should probably be used more instead of just spiders and scorpions?
Let's hear.
How would you pronounce this? Celofuge?
What is that?
They're commonly called like sun spiders, camel spiders, and wind scorpions.
Oh. Yeah, but you can only like find them in the desert though.
Yeah. But like as I said, they're like very underutilized and they're kind of cool animals, I think.
Yeah, but spiders and scorpions have all the cool press.
Yeah, they're the iconic ones.
See? Every time he lands on it, he sends glass shards flying. If I can trick him enough times, I can get him.
Oh, yep, it is shattering. He has very weird tracking with his pounce, though.
Yeah. But I don't think it's impossible. Oh, shit. Yeah. Yes, 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 I want to go to the load screen. Come on. What the? I think I can get him. Come on. Damn! Ugh. Jeez, even though I've got a strategy, it's still not any easier. Yes, 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 I want to load. Yes, I want to load from the save. There's gotta be something I can get. And no, I can't. Only way out is through. By the way, do you know this guy's name is Phantom?
Really?
Yeah. Like, fiery arachnid. What about that screams Phantom?
I want to say there's a couple of characters in Devil May Cry that kind of goes a little bit away from their naming convention, but I'm having a hard time thinking of any, if any others. This one is kind of weird though.
Yeah. Well, I've almost got him.
I would say Phantom because before the actual boss fight, he keeps like appearing throughout the level, chasing you down like a phantom.
He's the he is the first one actually. He's the first boss.
But like, there's actually quite a few bosses that do that throughout the series, I think.
Oh man, I was had him this time.
Oh man, you're both in the red.
Yeah, it's just like,
Oh, and there we go.
yeah. But yeah, tell me like, you cross a tarantula with a scorpion and you give him, you make him gigantic and you give him fire powers. How do you get Phantom from that? This last time was doing better. Ah, crap. I'm gonna get you. One way or another, I am going to have... Damn it! I am getting better.
Not as close as the last time, though.
Hey. First few times I was getting my ass whooped. This time I'm...
Yeah, at least you get more consistent results.
Yeah. Even though I hate how hard it is, at least wins actually feel like wins.
Oh, yeah, the charm of older games.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Come on, jump, you bastard! Got him! I got him!
Nice. Way to go. Now I just gotta wait for the actual visuals to line up. Oh man, you were really cutting it close.
What was your first clue? Man.
Sparta's so fucking cool though. Probably the quote-unquote anime also fucked up the story of Sparta too.
Oh yeah. Got quit. All right. Oh, grenade gun. Yeah, we'll use the trident. There we... What the? Probably not this way. Okay, they wanted me to do something with this.
Oh, Trident. Damn.
Trying to figure out what... Okay, they won't... Something happened with this trident after I put it in there.
Now I'm sad.
Why are you sad?
Cause Trident. It's a VTuber thing. Don't worry about it.
Oh. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't jump in there. I wasn't paying very close attention to what happened after I put that trident in the thing. So I think I'm a little bit lost. Okay, this thing has a timer, that much is clear. Oh, that's what it... That's what... It's that gate. So, how am I supposed to beat that gate?
Good old timed event.
Yeah. Damn it. Okay, so... Alright. Let's see if we can get it right this time.
Any other way? Is there any other ways of getting to the gate from the Trident room?
I don't know. Doesn't look like it. Because aside from that door and that ladder, this is all that's here. Unless... Nope. Alright, let's see if we can get it. Just gotta be able to not get sidetracked. I have to slow down for anything. There we go. What, nothing for a boss? I should have gotten on orbs for that boss fight, man. Alright, let's see what we can get. Okay, we've got 1,000 orbs now. Let's get a vital star. Use the new strength. Wait, I gotta look at that again. Where was it? It was in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Use the new strength to open the door. The wheel of destiny shall guide you to the land of the beginning. Okay. Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. Destiny awaits somewhere deep in the Colosseum. Oh boy, this should be... Let's see where this goes. Huh? Gladiator raptors.
Gotta love it.
I just kind of like that they were very ambiguous about where Devil May Cry was happening. Like they never would name drop any known city or anything. It always like
Yeah, honestly, it's kind of hard to tell where stuff is located too.
well, it's like it was like a straight up fantasy world. That was what was kind of cool about it. Like as far as I could tell, like it was just a straight up fantasy world. It didn't have any real connection or analog to Earth or anything.
Yeah, I don't think they really name dropped any like real world cities or stuff like that. I think that changed with Devil May Cry DMC, but I don't really remember much from that game, to be honest.
Actually, even in that one, I think they were kind of ambiguous about what the setting was. You know, just
I gotta like tried my best to forget what the hell that game was about. No, they definitely kept caricatures pretty you know, undebatable of who they're supposed to represent, especially with that news station that basically was just Fox News.
Oh, God, yeah. That one anchor who's just basically Bill O'Reilly, but he's a demon too. It's like,
Bro, they literally did. That guy literally did nothing but Bill O'Reilly quotes. It was painful. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
so you didn't know. So even you, a dyed in the wool liberal, found that painfully cringe.
Bro.
And that was like,
So goddamn bad.
and that was like so, and that was like 10 years ago. It's just, I guess I'm supposed to go here. Alright. Well, the soundtrack was pretty cool. And that was one spot it didn't really slack off in.
I do like the environmental designs of this game, though.
Oh yeah, like they kind of really went all in on the whole like old world goth sort look, and and, by which I mean like like more like gothic cathedrals and less Susie and the Banshees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, platforming puzzle.
Gotta love them.
And in a game that wasn't really made for platforming. Oh jeez. Was this Kamiya's idea, or did someone else pitch this?
Honestly, very good question.
My name is Ifrit. The fool who awakens me shall pay dearly with the fires of hell. Well, Dante's kind of a fool. Ooh, kick ass. Oh. Is it... Are you the storm that is approaching?
Ugh, please stop.
Hey, this time it's actually funny. When I do it, it's funny. Okay, he's vulnerable.
No, I never really did like flying opponents in video games.
Really?
It always seemed more. It just always seems they're more annoying than they're worth. Plays more like a waiting game than an actual fight.
Well, there's got to be some kind of exception.
If there is, I'm not really thinking of any at the moment.
Ah, crap, I'm dead. My gosh, what was I good? Man, these guys are tough. No, it's not that they're tough, it's just that more just keep coming out of the woodwork.
I guess if I could give an exception to fighting enemies I do like, it's probably Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh, yeah.
They got a couple of bosses that you gotta fight that fly, but it's actually kind of fun to fight them. It's less you constantly on the ground having to fight them while they fly. You're actually, scaling on them while they're flying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I just don't like it when you're essentially just stuck on the ground and they're high up in the air, so now you just gotta wait until they decide to come down so you can have a lot of time to damage them, then actually be good in the fight. I guess this game kind of goes around it a little bit due to Ebony and Ivory, even if they're not the most damaging thing in the game.
Yeah, well, they can at least
Some
deal
damage.
some damage.
Yeah.
Which reminds me. Okay, switching back to Ebony and Ivory. Damn it! Ah, I got dead again. Alright. Yes, 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 put me back at the loading screen. Hmm. This could be helpful. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. Ah! Come on! There we go.
How's the gameplay feeling for you?
Oh, it's easy to pick up. Real difficulty is just in... Real difficulty isn't just how... Isn't just how relentless, aggressive, and tough the all the enemies are.
I'm pretty sure in this game you still get the situation where you can buy and pick up combos and other weapons, so it starts greatly expanding after a bit.
Mm-hmm.
After all, you gotta get the stuff to get flashy in your flashy combo fighter, you know? It's the style.
Huh, I did not know I could do that with... I can, if I hit either X or B while airborne, I can fire or Ebony and Ivory. Didn't notice that the first time. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Yeah, this game's got a lot of, shall we say, old school design.
For better and for worse.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you actually know that Devil May Cry originally was supposed to be a Resident Evil game?
Yep.
And it's not just from, like, the fixed camera angles and everything, and not just because Dante kind of looks like a Leon if you squint. And there's also the puzzles. But yeah, like... But yeah, Shinji Mikami's Vision won out, and... Well, Kamiya just took what he was working on and just made Devil May Cry with it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, crap, I missed it. Wait, how do you feel about them going with Mikami over Kamiya though?
Um, I mean, it's complicated. I mean, like, oh yeah, 5 is great and all, but it's like the guy really knew how to create, like, how to make combo fight, like a style combo fighters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, with how 5 came out, I can see like why they kind of move on to someone that's probably a bit easier to work with.
Yeah.
Hey Neo, what's going on?
Oh, what's he saying?
He's just saying evening.
Oh, how you doing, dude? So yeah, like they just. But yeah. I mean, it probably would have been. Like I'm, like as. Like we can kind of only speculate how Kamiya's Resident Evil 4 would have gone. But I mean, kind of. Do you think it would have been a cool game?
Potentially, but it's like I don't think I've ever seen Kamiya do a game like Resident Evil before. But I mean, but then again, then we get like the newest Resident Evils where they went like the first-person horror
Oh
kind
yeah.
of deal. So I think Resident Evil could have done well in like a
Whoa!
different sort of genre. Oh.
Yeah.
I think Resident Evil probably could have done with a different genre, especially when it started delving a bit away from horror into more actiony type thing. Like I can't remember the last time Resident Evil was really a horror game.
Hey, Dusk, can you? Hey, Dusk, is the stream still running?
The 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 gameplay is frozen at the moment.
Oh God, I know what that means.
Oh, it's back.
Oh, so it's working?
Yeah, it was frozen for like a minute or two, and now it's back up to.
So you kind of think Capcom made the right call going with Mikami over Kamiya?
Probably at the time. It's kind of hard to really talk about like theoretically when it comes to video games, especially with something that's like as timely as Resident Evil, because Resident Evil has been all over the goddamn place in terms of how it plays. But as I said, with considering how well received Resident Evil, I forget what number was it when they went into the first-person perspective.
That was 7, I think.
Yeah, 7, and as well as Village.
Yeah.
Going to the first-person horror rather than just because like the original one was a bit of a horror game, but it was like you got like that fixed camera view tactical shooter type of feel to it with tank controls and all that.
Yeah.
And then as it progressed, it became less and less horror and more action shooter. And then finally we get some new and at that point the popularity of the games were dying down because not that many people were into it anymore.
Shit.
And then suddenly it became explosive in popularity again when it went into 7 and Village.
Mm-hmm.
So I think around the time of 4, it probably would have done it better in the long run if they had someone else
If they had gone with
the helm.
If they had gone with Kamiya.
Yeah, just to give it like a different feel to it rather than just going down the I guess you take the long-lasting franchise slop slope that most video game franchises go down. Looking at you, Call of Duty.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
The last time I gave any damn to Call of Duty was Infinite Warfare and Black Ops, and even now Black Ops is going
Oh,
down.
cool! I got an S rank.
Noise. It's pretty hard to get an S rank, really, if you haven't like religiously played the goddamn game.
So, yeah. On the other hand, if they had gone with Kamiya's vision for Resident Evil 4, we would have missed out on Devil May Cry.
Yeah, we definitely would have. And honestly, I think it would have been better for Resident Evil if they did take up Kamiya, but it's definitely better for Kamiya to have been declined and did his own thing.
Yeah.
And I will honestly always take up arms for the artist and the corporation, you know?
Of course. Yeah. So, I mean, like, we probably missed out on a cool Resident Evil game, but we got Devil May Cry out of it, so it's not that bad of a trade.
I mean, it's the same way I feel when Capcom... was it Capcom? I can barely remember.
What's the game you're thinking of?
PT.
PT? That was... Oh, that's Konami.
Was it Konami, yeah. Like, when Konami got, like, decided to kick out Kojima...
Yeah.
When he was in the middle doing PT, which was going to be a sequel to Silent Hill, and you know me, Brett. You know I fucking love me some Silent Hill.
Oh yeah, I do.
But honestly, I think it's better off that Kojima just went off and did his own thing instead of Silent Hill. He just did Death Stranding. Death Stranding was pretty good. I don't know how I'm going to feel about Death Stranding too, but I did enjoy Death Stranding for like what it represented. But still, Kojima's Silent Hill would have been fucking fantastic.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Holy crap, he is just whooping me.
Well, as Neil Star here been saying.
Yeah.
Man, Devil May Cry, talk about a stylish series. I wouldn't mind having a Riser Man game in that format. Pretty sure Riser Man would actually done pretty good in a style fighter.
Yes.
Oh man, that bird boss always gave me the creeps. Really? Like, is the bird boss really that bad?
I don't see it. I don't see it. The guy's a pain in the ass to fight. But like, I think
he does look a bit like a cross between an owl and an eagle, though. I always found that to be interesting.
Aren't owls raptors?
They are. They're all birds of prey.
Do you know that?
I think a chicken is a raptor.
Oh shit! Do you know that owls are like the only bird that can fly completely silent?
Oh yeah, it's due to their feather design.
Yeah.
Did you also know they have like an instinctual genetic beef with eagles?
That's kind of funny.
Owls and eagles will never get along, ever.
That should have been in one of the... you remember Guardians of Ga'Hoole?
Mm-hmm.
That should have been in one of the books. Like a war with the eagles.
It really would have. That would have been interesting. Neo also says, "Oh man, I missed the Alistair sword. You'd think Dante would be using that sword again since Capcom doesn't seem to be revisiting Beautiful Joe." I forgot about Beautiful Joe, honestly. I remember I own like a PlayStation Jam disc. I think, is it like Summer Jam disc of 2003?
God, I haven't thought. I didn't like my experience with Beautiful Joe was catching a few episodes of the anime here and there, so my memory on it is probably hazier than yours.
I think it was the summer jam-packed disc of 2003. They had a demo for a Beautiful Joe game, and that's been my only exposure to Beautiful Joe. But that demo was fun as fuck. It's the bird boss's creepy four-way split face.
Oh, I guess. I can see that.
Then I guess you don't like the elites from Halo, huh?
Man, I'm doing a lot more damage to him with just my gut, with just ebony and ivory. Like I knocked him, like I've knocked his health down to half, and all I've done is shoot at him.
Yeah.
Huh? What's that? That'd have been.
I sort of like how nowadays people are starting to call owls to be cats in bird form.
Yeah, cats are pretty stealthy fuckers. Ah, crap.
It's like how they call Shiba Inus to be dog hardware with cat software. They say owls are bird hardware with cat software.
Wait, Shibas are stealthy? Those things are big.
No.
Oh, wait, I'm thinking of
it's not with
Akitas.
stealth,
No, wait, I'm thinking of
it's not
Akita.
with stealth. It's not with stealth. It's more with like general like stereotypical attitudes. Like how they carry themselves and the things they do.
Also, I'm thinking of an Akita. That's the big dog in Japan. Big, I mean like it is a big dog, not popular. That's what I was thinking of. So yeah, Akitas are big.
They kinda are, honestly.
Well, they were used as war dogs by samurai.
I just mainly like animals and stuff. How do you feel about the quote-unquote dire wolf that they apparently brought back from extinction? Or so they say.
It's not a true dire wolf.
It's not. Or did they use, like, gray wolf as a base and then spliced it with, reserved direwolf DNA and then use some other genetic, mechanics to try and make it appear like a direwolf as we view it?
Well, more like about as close to a direwolf as we could get with his tech. Holy crap, another S rank.
Yeah, like, isn't the thing with the direwolf is that it's actually from an even different family than from wolves and dogs?
Well, it's more like because so much time has passed and
I mean, yeah, because, like, the last direwolf was, like, 10,000 years ago, right?
yeah, I mean, like, it was the Ice Age, and it's pretty much most, if not all the famous species from the Ice Age, they're gone. On even animals they share common ancestry with, have split off so much from them. There's almost nothing similar about them anymore. Like about the only reason
DNA still exists. Looking at you, woolly mice.
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, about the only reason why you can still kind of breed wolves, you can kind of crossbreed wolves and dogs, is just because they haven't split off that much.
I mean, yeah, they're still within the same family as each other. So
Mostly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, although you can only do it with, like, certain dog breeds. Breeds are like, there's a lot like the dogs have got so much genetic diversity in them right now. It's like, actually, yeah.
Yep.
If actually,
I don't think a wolf and a pug would be able to crossbreed.
nope. And yeah, honestly, I got, oh man, but and just kind of realizing though, dogs have a better chance of surviving extinction than wolves do, just because they're just more diverse.
And also because they're still more useful to modern day man than wolves have become now.
Well, not. It's just more to do with the fact that there's just more genetic diversity. Like how many dog species are there compared to wolf species?
Less and less with every year.
Less and less wolf species.
Yeah, I guess like I know gray wolves are almost about to die out. I think red wolves are just behind them. And I can't think of any other wolf species anymore. I just remember gray and red.
There's Eurasian wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just. Then you got wolves in the British Isles are completely gone. It was sort of.
Yeah, they got overhunted.
Yeah.
Let's see, Neo Star. I actually never played a single Halo game. I missed the initial expo. Really, you haven't played a single Halo game? That's interesting. The initial Xbox craze and learned pretty quickly that I don't enjoy FPS games without a rail system like Time Crisis or House of the Dead.
Eh.
House of the Dead. I haven't played House of the Dead since I went to the arcades, man. God damn. So apparently, House of the Dead had some, House of the Dead specifically had a resurgence in popularity when it got updated to Wii. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, it got converted to a Wii game.
rail shooters did pretty decently on the Wii. The motion controls actually were pretty good for rail shooters.
So they didn't actually bring back an extinct species, but produce a new subspecies? Yeah, kind of. Like, as I said, it was essentially just used gray wolf and then just spliced and preserved direwolf DNA.
Well, what direwolf DNA they had.
Yeah, what direwolf DNA they had, and whatever patches in the genome they had.
It's basically what they. DNA. It's basically how they got dinosaurs in Jurassic Park using frog DNA.
For the most part, we did like fully sequence direwolf, the direwolf genome from the preserved DNA. You still gotta get like the material for it somehow, you know. And also ask, anyone ever heard of dolls before?
Oh, what?
DLHLS.
Oh, what? Don't know what that is. Don't know what that is. I do not know what that is.
Highly social animal living in large clans without rigid dominance hierarchies and containing multiple breeds. Wait, is this like a canine, or is this more like? It's a canid native to Southeast and Southeast Asia.
Yeah, it's still not ringing a bell. Sorry. I just realized this guy's a Thunderbird. You know, like the Native American legend.
Native American legend of what?
The Thunderbird.
Oh, yeah. I know that one, plus the, I can't remember exactly what it is, but I know it's like some sort of water cat or water wolf.
The Uctina. I know what you're thinking. Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's not just a cat. It's got like it's kind of a chimera. It's got like features from multiple animals. Oh wait, you've also got to know the Wendigo.
Oh yeah, but like Wendigos are like the most popular, but also like the most misinterpreted one of Native American folklore. Apparently, it's kind of hard to tell difference between dole, like the species of doles, because apparently they got some DNA admixtures with the African wild dog.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never.
They're an older species than even the coyote or the gray wolf.
Well, yeah, like I've never heard of them before now.
Apparently, the Dole Army was a group of antagonists following the initial Jungle Book story after Mowgli kills Shere Khan.
Huh.
I can believe that. I can believe that. Yeah, Disney's very effective at sterilizing most fairy tales and stories.
Depends on which era. I mean, that Pinocchio one, okay. I mean, the donkey scene, that's horrific.
Yeah.
Even though they cut out a lot of the darker and more satirical elements from the novel. I am not gonna get a stylish combo, but at least I can kill this motherfucker.
Hey, actually did this one pretty well, actually.
Yeah, and I'm mostly using ebony and ivory to do the damage.
Go figure. Of all things to kill a bird, use gun.
Holy shit. Holy crap, I got him.
Nice. I was kind of noticed he just has an exposed rib cage as well.
Huh. The melee weapons don't have any cool animation like the guns. Although I guess I could see why. Pair of flames that will open the path. Am I missing something?
I don't believe so.
Unless, do they expect me to break the door down with the Ifrit gauntlets? Yeah, let's see. Oh. If you go into the woods tonight, you better prepare for a surprise. No, it's more of those demon puppets. And that must be the puppet master. Speaking of which, you ever seen any of the Puppet Master movies?
Fuck.
I've actually seen the first two. First one is a group of psychics hang out in an abandoned hotel, and they get picked off one by these evil puppets.
No, I have not seen this one.
Ah, crap, I'm dead. At least I still had it at orbs. It's a... Yeah. I'm gonna switch to Alistor. It's faster. Oh, great. Puppet with fire or power, that's just what I needed. Jeez, that guy's tough. Here we are. Okay, I should show you Puppet Master at some point. I think you'd dig it. Holy crap, I gotta do some shopping.
Probably Neostar liked the Puppet Master.
Yeah, it's I like that. I think like the first like 4 movies are good, and after that it just kind of like, yeah, it's what every horror franchise turns into. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Damn it. Nothing in them. God, these dudes are relentless. Ooh, hello. Oh, there's the last one. Ooh, another yellow orb! Hello! Oh, shit. Wait a minute. Where? Hold up. Where is it? Where do I have it in? Pretty sure I've got it in here. Well, yeah, that'll work. Tell you, fixed camera angles though can be a pain in the ass at the most inconvenient of times. Can I stop fighting these guys already? They're kind of annoying. Like I've probably killed at least a dozen of them by now. Just in this one stage alone.
I just wish I remember more of the game to remember if there was even more of these guys than the rest of it. Like, it's like I just can't remember what's in this game and what's in other games. I do remember puppet enemies are quite a staple throughout the whole franchise.
Really? Okay, maybe it's been like forever since I last touched 3, but I don't remember puppets in that one.
Was there no puppets in 3?
Not that I remember.
Probably according to Neostar, Tunneler was his favorite puppet.
Oh yeah, Puppet Master.
Yeah. He was freaked out by Tunneler, but then became his favorite.
Oh, the bird is called Griffin.
Fair enough, I guess. I mean, at least it's somewhat befitting. And he's all got birds involved.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'll see about I'll go for like one more mission and then we'll call it.
Yeah, I kind of noticed the time was like, probably would need to do some things before going to bed to get ready for work tomorrow.
Alright, yeah, You know, actually, you know what? You know what? This is actually not a bad spot to leave off on. I mean, I got through 3 boss fights. I'd say that's pretty good.
Yeah? Yeah, you managed to make some progress.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we'll call... Yeah, it's fine to call it here for now.
And all within the span of like...
Couple.
2 to 3 hours?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I actually didn't feel like that much time has passed, actually.
I was actually surprised by how short some of those missions were. Hey. Well, like I said, I'm beginning to see why I'm beginning to see why more and more why the first one's held in such high regard. I still think that ones like 3, 4 to a lesser extent, and well, 5 kind of improve on it more. But I am very impressed with what I have seen so far.
I mean, I can't really have a good game franchise in the Foundation ain't crap.
Very true. So yeah. Is it pretty much as good as you remember it being?
Oh yeah, it still holds up very well. Like even the graphics and style isn't really that bad.
Yeah. I mean, it still looks like a PS2 game, a little more spruced up, but yeah, I mean, at least the the art direction's still pretty good.
I mean, at least I can look at it and not throw up a little bit in my mouth.
Yeah.
So that's a step up for most modern games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And in case anyone wants to know, I actually do have the entire series, including the Ninja Theory game.
Oh god, including DMC. Dear God, no.
I think if I manage to get through the entire series, I'm gonna have to figure out a tier list to figure out which one is best and which one is worst, because I really do think it's gonna be interesting trying to debate if 2 or DMC is worse.
I mean, at least 2 still feels like a Devil May Cry game.
I suppose, but at the same time, it's jank, like bordering on unplayable at times. From what I've heard. But we'll find out when we get there, if we get there. All right.
Yeah, but first you're going to have to beat the first game.
True, but I mean, like at least with the. But honestly, I don't think I'm even halfway through the first game, and I'm already pretty impressed with it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so, well, we will find. We'll see how much further I can get maybe next week, and anything you want to say before we go offline, Dusk?
Really, not too much. Just great to be back on a live stream and visiting some old classic games. Been a hot minute.
Yeah. All right. And we will all see you guys next week.